have in this world is my boss and my word, and I don't break them for no one. You understand? You need people like me so you can burn your fucking fingers.
I am the prodigy, probably an oddity, commodity to fuck up your psychology. I honestly, possibly, constantly body these fucking wannabes. I am the novelty, fulfillment of the prophecy. I am apostasy's atrocity, demonstrably an anomaly. Just check the verbosity of my anthology. What you want, I do this shit unconsciously. I told you after Devil's Night, I'm coming down swinging, hit 'em with that boom, and keep their heads ringing. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. But you sleep, I told you what I do. What if I just switch the flow, let the pieces fall, call it domino. I kill in force, Idaho, you the hoe. I know you know how to ride this pole, rodeo. Like fuck with you a little, it'll ripple, cripple. But I give you this pickle. What am I trying to say? If A can beat me, then we can see. And after that, yeah, you can get the D. I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom. I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom. I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom. I told you what I do. But you sleep, I told you what I do.
Say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Atheist Network Group. It's your boy Oz. You have stumbled upon an atheist YouTube channel. I don't really love theists. And I have a little announcement to make tonight in that regard, coming up here in a little bit. But before we get to that, I may be on one tonight for like 3 reasons. One, yeah, they just played my shit on that radio, so that was surreal as fuck. So I'm so I'm a little gassed right now. I don't mean gas like I'm farting or shitting or nothing, but like a little bit of adrenaline going. And then, yeah, somebody fucked with my boy Derek. We're going to talk about that shit. And praise I am that I'm not, because I'm a bitch. Because I'm a bitch. Yeah, we got some video clips of old Praise showing those true Christian colors, flying that Christian flag, oh so proudly.
1, 2,
have a drink, motherfuckers.
Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up, everybody in the chat? Hope you're having a good weekend. On some personal notes, I'll say Jen and I have had an awesome, exciting weekend just in our day-to-day lives. She received and accepted a new job offer, which is a better situation, better money, better every fucking thing for her. So congratulations again, babe. Fucking badass. And I did forget to make the drink, but I got all amped up. Man. The ADHD takes over. And then I'll know for sure Monday if the official offer is on the table. But I gotta or I'm anticipating a job offer, very similar money to what I earned when I was at with Ashley Furniture, with about 20 to 30 less hours, which is fucking huge. Which means I can still hang out with you guys, and my time in my life not be bled or sucked away by corporate America. So it's pretty badass. So we're excited. Yeah, excited. Not even the right word. We're fucking pumped. So, and then the only other thing, oh yeah, and then Monday night, we have to figure out the other platform that we stream from, what we're gonna do, whether they're here on StreamYard. But we do have our next debate on UDC Monday night at, I believe that one's 9 p.m. Right, babe? 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have the links and everything ready for that. Well, my plan is to have it done tonight. We'll see. The latest tomorrow. Yeah, we'll get all the details out for that. But so we'll be looking out for that. Yeah, ADHD. Yeah, it fucking sucks. All right, see you in a minute, Randy. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I think that's it for the announcements. Let's get into the bullshit. What's up, Ox? What's up, I know I already said it. But what's up, everybody in the chat? The bodies at the floor. At the bodies at the floor. Have one more drink and then I'll tee this motherfucker up.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
All right. And I do want to say, anybody in the Michigan area, April 8th, Case Kane, Ernie Wayne, and your boy DJ Ozzy will be in Hillsdale, Michigan. We're headlining that show, so if you're in the area, come peep game, hang out with your boy. I need my Legion of Doom shit. Let's kick this off. What a rush! Yeah, what's up, Megan? What's up, Kira? All right, let me pull this little message up here, and then we're gonna listen to Derek's video. It's only about 15 minutes long, and then I'm gonna go ham on this motherfucker. All right, so someone on the YouTubes here, and don't be afraid to call out the username wherever and however you want to after this shit. But at Edward the Confessor 1546 told Derek in the comments after his stream, if you're not aware of this, and I quote, "I've been watching your channel for a few months. Until yesterday, I was totally unaware of what you did regarding Dr. Price." End quote for a second. Yes, the bigot, the ignorant, hateful piece of shit. Yes, we're talking about that one. Now, again, I quote, "Yet you still have his videos up. I just want to let you know I am absolutely sickened to the very out of my stomach." And then you, and didn't capitalize the Y, you are not, Derek, I don't know if you knew this or not. You are not a poor black child. Derek, I don't know if you're aware. If you're not, if you didn't know, now you know. You are not a poor black child. And you never were, Derek. Why are you pretending? And I am the same age as you. So I'm not some boomer reciting drivel. And here's the one that sets me off. And we'll get into it after we listen to Derek. And again, I quote, "It's a shame you didn't OD years ago." It's a shame that Derek didn't OD and die years ago. So before I go off, because now I already want to go off, let's listen to Derek. And as the thumbnail says, Edward, the confessor, keyboard warrior, talking shit in the comment section. If you do happen to pop up in the chat, you see this because I tagged you. If you see this and you actually have, dare I say, the intestinal fortitude to come live on camera and chop it up, I will email you, message you, whatever the link, and come and say that shit with your chest, bro. Come and say that shit with your chest. I don't think you will. Don't think you will.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Derek. I'm the host of Myth Vision Podcast. I let Dr. Robert M. Price go about 9 months ago, maybe up to a year ago. And I want to tell you a little bit about what happened to me during that time. A lot of the fans that I had who supported me, who were supportive of what Myth Vision does to educate the world, when I decided that ethically speaking, and for my own conscious sake, that I couldn't have him on the platform anymore, you really saw some serious colors come out of people that I thought were really good friends. I had death threats, I had hate mail, and all the above. And when I made this decision, I took a huge loss, not only supportive on Patreon, but there were a lot of people who supported what I did with my work that stopped doing so. However, I had people who loved me, who appreciated the stance that I had to take, that having a spine to take a stand against what I thought was wrong. And I was torn in half because I had such a close connection to Dr. Robert M. Price. And for the sake of my family, for the sake of my children, for the sake of what I do, when I begged Dr. Price to apologize publicly for the things he said, and he told me, hell no, I will never bend the knee to these woke mob, and the list went on. I knew at that point that there was no compromising on his part, and that I needed to take a stand. You see, I had such affection, and my friendship with him was so close that I was torn on not wanting to do that, because when you care about someone who you equate with almost family, you don't want to do that.
What's up, Sydney?
And the hardest thing to do is to do the very thing you don't want to do. But it didn't seem very hard for him to take the position that he took. He did have concern, as he voiced it to me, about how this might impact Myth Vision. And Myth Vision is being successful more than it ever has been. So thankfully, that impact was not so bad that we collapsed, right? But at the end of the day, I want to shine a light on something else, not on Dr. Robert M. Price and his views, which everybody on the internet, practically on YouTube, knows. I mean, thinking that the the votes were stolen and January 6th was some type of conspiracy or something, out there. When I saw the footage and I saw these Christian rebel flags, Christian nationalist types out there try to take back their country they think was stolen, it seemed like radical right-wingers that were doing this. And so anyway, jumping to the point, the audience, the fans who supported Bob and me, because I had constantly gotten people saying, this is Price vision. No, this isn't. Me and Bob had disagreed on various things. By the time that all took place, I was already thinking there was probably a Jesus. I have no way of knowing exact details about him, other than he was a Jewish guy who was crucified, probably for causing some disturbance, and Rome said, enough.
Sorry, Derek, this is where we disagree. Jesus is a myth.
What a rush.
And I ended up seeing audience members, fans that I thought were friends, come out in support of Bob to the point of bashing, smashing, and derogatory things towards me. I had a lot of hate mail. I had people death threat me that had done videos that were sending them to me on Twitter. I had a lot of people who pretty much tried to just shame me, guilt me, bash me. Ralph Ellis was one of the guys who really wanted to just slam me, right? I had to block this guy. I used to do videos with Ralph back in the day. And when he over and over runs to the conspiracy theories, or I find it ironic, every person in history, from pharaohs to Jesus, you name it, has some type of Caucasian white guy, right? The pharaohs could not have been black or dark-skinned for that matter. They all seem to be important figures, seem to have been white men, or at least white in complexion. It just seemed really odd that, these heroes of his seemed to look like him. So he was anti-scientific in the sense of saying global warming isn't a real thing. The vax is a conspiracy. Like list after list of conspiracy things. He does this in his own research as well. And I started thinking maybe there is overlap with things that Bob has said politically, conspiratorially, with in terms of social political issues, over into maybe some of his work, right? I have not done any deep, exhaustive work. I've tried to let it go and move on and get on with my life. And I have done that. Even with the recent apology, I was hoping that Dr. Price would come out and apologize for things he actually said. And instead, when he came on Gnostic Informant, it turned out he was apologizing and saying, I'm sorry, I don't know why or what I did wrong or how I did anything wrong. And this was one of the things when we first started talking again, he had no clue and thinks that he hasn't done anything wrong. And the diehard Bob fans actually side with him. And they think this guy has done nothing wrong whatsoever. And
I just want to point this out because this isn't this is not unusual when typically bigots surround themselves with other bigots. Why? Because they don't like to be challenged. And there's a quote that I put on the last stream we did regarding some dumb shit like this, that bigots don't, and I'm paraphrasing, but bigots don't like to be challenged. And if they are challenged, they have zero desire to listen, to hear. They just want to talk and retaliate. My mom did and said a lot of crazy shit in her lifetime. But one of the things that she told me that has always stuck to me and stuck with me is show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And I want to pause there and say, Derek, I was and am still very fucking proud of you, the channel, for creating that separation because it needed to be done. It had to be done for the health of the community at large. Because as we know, not to go back and all that and rehash all that, but there's a lot of really bigoted, fucked up shit that man has said, and very bigoted, fucked up views that he holds. And what do we say? When there's bad ideas, bad beliefs, bad ideals, we attack them. We attack them. And when we attack them, if that means everything crumbles because you've built your quote-unquote scholarship or you've built your quote-unquote career on the foundation of these bad ideas, bad beliefs, these totally bigoted, hateful, nonsense, fucking bullshit ideas, if it crumbles, that's on you, man. That's on you. That's not a me problem. That's not a me problem. So that's why a fuckface Doug can have Bob Price on and talk, and they laugh and giggle because they're both bigoted motherfuckers. Right? Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. And until you are willing to actually, for Bob and Doug and Xerxes, and I'm sure there's others that we're not aware of, until you're willing to sit down, shut the fuck up, give it 30 minutes. I doubt you can do it. But give it 30 minutes that you hit the mute button and you just listen. You're seeking to understand. You're not listening and while you're, because when you're just listening and then preparing, already thinking of your response or your rebuttal or your clapback, that means you're listening, but you're not hearing. You're not hearing what the person is telling you. And that's the problem. Y'all just want to fucking talk. And you want your point to be heard. That's the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem. Because there's other of us that's like, no, you know what? I don't get it. I am a 41-year-old cis white male in the United States of America. I don't know. I will never fucking know what it's like to be a black man in America. I will never know what it's like to be a homosexual man in America. I will never know what it's like to be trans in America. I will never, I will never ever fucking know what that's like. I can be as empathetic and sympathetic and be as great of an ally as I can possibly be. But I will never know that experience. That's why I'm the first one. I always try to be the first one. And I'm sure I've fucked up here and there. But I try to be the first one to shut the fuck up and listen. And try to learn and understand. Listen. What's that old saying? That's why you have 2 ears and one mouth. Shut the fuck up and listen. Just listen. And I'm going to post a comment here and I'll pin it. That way if the motherfucker said the dumb shit that we'll get to here in a second pops in, this person is up to speed.
Anything that he said and done. And so what do you do when two sides completely disagree on a matter like this? Well, I have a platform and I'm all about freedom of speech, but it has its limits on what I'm going to allow and what I'm willing to permit and how I want to educate the world, how I'm thinking not only biblically and within the scope of criticizing Christianity, but socially, where I want to see this stuff go. Because the more I've studied and learned over time, the more I recognize this patriarchal system, that men have been ruling the world and women have been subjugated at every turn, right? This is just one example of male-female issues throughout history. And I'm recognizing it, and I'm not brushing it under the rug. I see it. I'm not trying to judge the ancients, but I'm saying we do need to try something different. We need to do better because we can. Anywho, what sparked me to even want to make this video was that I got a comment today, and the comment reads as such. Edward the Confessor, 1546. I've been watching your channel for a few months. Until yesterday, I was totally unaware of what you did regarding Dr. Price. Okay, maybe he's just saying you had to drop the guy, and we get it. Yet you still have his videos up. So I've decided in my mind on my channel that I was going to leave up anything before I drop Dr. Price for two reasons. Number one, this is before all of this happened, right? I might eventually take them down. But right now I decided I wasn't going to do that for historical purposes. People can go and actually learn something. At the end of the day, though, I also do have a family. So unless you're someone who doesn't have empathy, and unless you're someone who doesn't have a family, you're not a husband, you're not a father, and you're not here trying to help take care and provide for your family, I decided I wasn't going to remove them because there may have been value in the algorithm that helps support the channel. Now, a lot of the people who are anti what I did will look at that and go, he made your channel. He did this. It's all him. Look, I work hard. I've traveled endlessly to Dr. Bob's house to do recordings, and I am thankful for the work that I have done with Dr. Price, and it has helped me to some extent. But I know the limitations. See, before all this went down, and I even knew all the things that had to be said by Dr. Bob on the internet, I was actually planning on helping him to grow exposure that he never had, because that's the ambition I had. See, his wife was planning on growing his own website. In fact, I had a course we had edited, and it was ready to launch, an 8-lecture course against resurrection apologetics. But I never launched it, never made it public. There's a lot of money I could have made in terms of sales for this course. Never chose to do it. Now, this comment continues, and here's what it says. I just want to let you know I'm absolutely sickened to the very out of my stomach. I'm just reading.
So before he gets too far, then first of all, what's up, Soren and Megan? I know you said you two had to comprehend the bullshit. If you can clarify what bullshit you're referring to, and I'll try to help bring some clarity. And Ox, I've been told that. I've been told that. The fact that I'm a cis white male in America, I'm part of the problem. I don't accept that, and I don't believe that, and I know that that's not accurate. I know that that's not me. They're not talking about me. They're using an anecdotal situation or anecdotal argument in that particular conversation, because not all cis white males are the problem. Are there cis white males that are the problem, that can be part of the problem, or are the problem? Yes, but that's not me. So that means not all cis white males are the problem. So it's, I think it's knowing, again, reading the room, knowing who you are or are not engaging with, and can you have a healthy dialogue or healthy back and forth to come to a middle ground, so that those that may have been abused or traumatized or taken advantage of or shamed or any and all of those things, that they understand that I am not, like, I'm sorry that shit happened. It is bullshit that happened. Whatever I can do, I want to do to demonstrate, show that I'm not that person. I'm not those people. So it's, and yeah, I get it. I'm not talking about one person either. I've had, I don't know. I don't even know if I can count on fingers how many people I've had tell me that, and not just in this community, just at large, that I am part of the problem. But I know that I'm not, so it doesn't, like you're saying, it doesn't rattle me because I know I'm not part of the issue. If anything, I'm trying to create the conversations so that a cis white male, especially the ignorant ones, are exposed to more of these conversations, that these conversations are normalized, right? So that's why we do it. And Megan, yeah, he was, Derek was kind of giving a build up to now a comment that was made after one of the videos. I can't remember what video it was, but one of the videos where it was completely off topic, but this one viewer then brought up Price, but then told him that essentially he should die. He should have died via OD years ago. If you're not aware, I can share it because Derek has shared it many, many times on his channel and other channels. Derek did have an addiction problem years ago. He's been clean now for many years. But the commenter just went straight to the point and said, you should have OD'd years ago, or I wish you would have OD'd years ago. So he was building up to that. Yep. And sorry, I was looking at the comments. What's up, Carletha? And Ox, if I said behind, stand behind, I'm with you. I'll stand in front by your side. I'll stand behind to catch you if you fall. Like wherever you need me as an ally or a friend, that's where I'm going to be. If you need me to lead the charge, I'll lead the charge. If you need me to stand beside you, cool. If you need me to stand behind and just watch, observe, and listen, I'm that motherfucker. All right, so Derek's about to break down this comment, and then as soon as he's done, I'm gonna go ham.
Verbatim what they said. You are not a poor black child, and you never were. Never said I was. But it says something about this commenter that because I'm not a poor black child, that I can't empathize with people who aren't my complexion. See, where I was from in North Carolina, racism to this day is a real thing. The company I once worked for, HBC, is a construction company. And trust me, I was out there with all the redneck boys and I was treated as other often. So I know exactly what goes on inside of the groups within North Carolina. And I know how my own family's history has played with this as well. So I had to recognize, like, no. If this continues, we're never going to move forward. So you never were a black child, is what they said. And I am the same age as you, so I'm not some boomer reciting drivel. They say, it's a shame you didn't overdose years ago. This person is like really wishing I was dead, wishing I had died. I'm highlighting this comment because I want to point out something. This is the kind of comment that I have received tons of times when I drop Dr. Price from the channel. His audience, oftentimes, not all, but oftentimes, this is the kind of people that follow him and listen to his words, probably support him on Patreon. These are the types of people who financially back Dr. Price, who financially or support Ralph Ellis types.
And just to back up what Derek is saying here, my now late mother again, so she was a praise and worship pastor for years, but you guys have heard me talk about it. She was also a licensed behavioral analyst. And I essentially got a free kind of I was a byproduct of her education there, and she taught me a lot. I learned a lot about human behavior and psychology from her, and I'm very appreciative of that. And that old saying, birds of a feather flock together, or even you attract who you are and what you are. That's what Derek is talking about right now. And a lot of times you don't know who you're dealing with and what you're dealing with until shit hits the fan. That's when it gets real. And again, I'm proud of Derek, because when shit hit the fan, he didn't cower. He didn't bend a knee. He didn't say, oh, this is the Price Vision channel. He said, nah, bro, it's either you take ownership of this and you realize what the fuck you're saying and how hurtful it is, or I'm outie, bro. I got to bounce. And Derek did it, and not only did he do it, he's followed up on his word. So I just don't understand why anybody has any beef with that, unless you are of the same school of thought as a Price or a fuckface Doug or whomever you want to line up there. That's what would cause you to say some dumbass shit like we're getting ready to hear.
And I'll go so far. Adam Green, right? He can't even be on YouTube, and he's on Odyssey. And if you go and look at some of the comment section of his comments, you have like straight up Nazi white supremacists who hate Jews, people who hate Jews that back and support this guy. Now, does that mean the supporters are the person they support? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. That would be a fallacy. However, the fact that this goes unchecked and endless support for these people come from people with this kind of rhetoric, wishing I would die because I took a stance that I believe was the right one ethically and the best for me and my family and what I want to do with Myth Vision. This goes to show you, these are the kind of people that support them. And it does make you at least have to ask, are there things that these people say that match their social, ethical, political views? Are you going to support someone whose rhetoric can easily be used by hateful people like this person wishing I would have died and wasn't a poor black child? And I imagine this is because I stood up for those who are of color, black people, when what happened with Dr. Price. See, if your rhetoric is only causing more issue for.
And again, the reason that comment came, because you're not familiar with some of the things that fuckface Price has said and fuckface Doug essentially aligned with it, is essentially Black Lives Matter it's a fraud. It's just fraudulent, right? And it doesn't matter because this isn't a social issue. This isn't a societal issue. This is a single mother dads not being dads issue. And I remember when I heard that, I was like, oh fuck. No, you did. You just said that shit out loud. And it was in that very same stream when I unfollowed, unsubscribed, everything with fuckface Doug. Because Doug didn't call it out. Doug placated to it. He fed it. And again, conduct permitted is conduct taught. When we allow people to say and do hurtful things to us as a whole or us as individuals, we're teaching them that it's okay to treat us as such or in that manner. Fuck that and fuck you. Go ahead, Derek.
For that minority group, why don't you rework your rhetoric or don't talk at all? Because it's not helping the cause. So I'm simply saying a lot of people who jumped out at me after all this happened, this is exactly what they would say. They would literally make death threats or wish I would die or make all sorts of derogatory things toward me. And I hate like
and see, this is where I'm getting amped. I'm getting amped. This is where Derek, Josh, Kip, Pat, like the motherfuckers that I look up to and that I respect as far as academia and scholarship. These are nice guys, man, and they do their best. We're all imperfect, right? We all fuck up. We all do that. But come on, man, you're look, I'm just saying that this whatever confessor, Edward confessor, but I and I'm proud to say this. I am their Luther. If you're familiar with Key and Peele, I am their Luther. Motherfucker, come, like I'll give you an Addy. I'll give you an address. Roll up, look me in the eyeballs, and say that shit with your chest to me. I fucking dare you. And no, that's not a threat. That's an invitation. Because it's easy to hide behind a keyboard and say shit like that. You fucking little bitch.
Reopening the wounds because it's pretty traumatic. But Dr. Robert M. Price's own daughter contacted me after all that went down. And she said, I'm not the one who's, saying this. She said that the reason she doesn't stay with her father, doesn't live with her father, is because of this kind of racist rhetoric. And a lot of the values they hold are hyper right-wing, super conservative, to the point where you're almost equating it to something that is racist, that is whatever it might be, misogynistic, or whatever the example is. I'm not giving a specific example. But his daughter doesn't even stay there. Now, what are we going to say? His daughter's woke. His daughter's liberal. His daughter this, his daughter that. I can't help but think, wow, that's like, once again, a situation where someone's harmed, and rather than listen to the person who might be harmed by something, we should just go with the people who are in defense mode saying they're not harming other people, or they're not doing this. I want to give a voice to the person who actually is saying they're harmed, and at least hear them out, understand why.
Yes.
And I don't think the rhetoric in trying to stop that is good. So there's a lot here to unravel, but this just reminded me. I figure, why not make another video? Because I just got another threat, or at least a hope that I would be dead. Wish you would have overdosed and died. And this is exactly the thing I said when I took that video down that I made, dropping Dr. Robert M. Price. I said, I'm a drug addict who made a lot of issues in my past. And if I didn't get a second chance, I wouldn't be where I am today. Many of the people who may have been rioting and such in that, when I was equating this, maybe they're committing crimes or whatnot. Like he was saying, just shoot them. They're in a war zone. Well, I guess in any of the illegal activities I was on, I should have been killed. And holding to that strict moral standard, the way that Dr. Price did, I said, well, you know what? That puts me in the same boat, because I technically should have been killed by those standards of Dr. Robert M. Price. So
let the motherfucking church give a big old motherfucking A fucking men.
What a rush.
By taking all of the other baggage away from what Price said, because there's a lot attached to that. Just drilling down to the most basic form of his argument. I'm with you, Derek, and you know that, Derek. You and I have talked, but I'm with you, bro. I should have been dead years and years and fucking years ago. Probably 3, 4, 5 times over. But guess what? I am the white dude that I understand my surroundings. I understand culture. I understand society. And I know probably the reason that I'm still sitting here is because of this white skin. There are 3, and maybe I'll share them when Derek's done. There are 3 situations that I can recall off the top of my head where I'm convinced that if I was not a white man, I either would have got the dog shit beat out of me and put in prison, or I would have been killed. I'm convinced because I've seen it done for less. And I'm not afraid to say that. And I'm not afraid to fucking talk about it. So yes, Derek, you're absolutely right. Just on the skeleton, without all the meat on the bones, just the skeleton of it. Yes, you and I shouldn't be here. We've done a lot of fucked up shit. But yes, this, dare I say it, this privileged white skin may be the only reason I'm still fucking here. There's your fucking hot take, Edward, the keyboard bitch warrior.
With all the crimes I've committed, I should be dead. You should just kill me. I mean, you know, you can say I could have died, but like wishing I would have, or that you should have shot and killed these people in riots, whatever. Like, I don't necessarily think that would be a wise move. I imagine the only time I could see that making sense is if someone's actually in the act of killing someone and you shot them, or they should have been shot to save that other person, whatever it might be. I mean, but even then you start getting down into the nitty gritty of these moral issues. So I'm here to make this quick video to say, if your audience is reflecting these kind of things and they go unchecked, if anything, they get encouraged and they are out there as kind of a vocal voice on behalf of you. They become your apologist to do dirty work on your name. Then I honestly think that should be checked by the person who is saying that. Instead, we don't see that, which makes me wonder if in some of these cases, they're actually getting this because they support and agree with Dr. Robert M. Price or whoever the person might be, Ralph Ellis, who knows? Maybe the person who's speaking, their rhetoric and what they're saying is in agreement and alignment with their audience. That's it.
And as Jena would say, that's all. That's it, and that's all when it comes to that. So let me clear my throat.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
I told Jena today that I've been thinking about this a lot. Really, I say recently, but it's been a gradual build up over the last, I'd say 2-3 months. And I'm first of all, I'm done with this bigoted, hateful bullshit, and that's why I've become more vocal and more present when people are attacking those in our community that actually have done the time as far as the research and doing the scholarship, and that does not demean or take anything away from anyone else. But those are the easy people to attack, right? Because their faces are on camera. They're putting their scholarship, they're putting their education, they're putting what they've done out on the table to be open to all of that. And you can criticize, you can question, you can examine, you can be skeptical, of it as a theist or whatever the fuck you call yourself. But when you start driving down to this sewer-like mentality where now you're wishing someone would have died, you're wishing someone would have OD'd, I got time for that, bro. And I don't think I'm pretty goddamn certain. My whole outlook on the theist internet, the theist YouTube community is you're a fucking joke. You're a fucking joke. And I remember when I first started out on YouTube, when we first launched our channel, like everybody's always known, you know, my childhood nickname was Oz. That's where that comes from. But my screen name was the Atheist Asshole. Yeah, I'm readopting that. I'm readopting that because I'm done being nice, man. Not that I've necessarily always been nice, but I've tried the SE approach. I've tried the Socratic approach. I've tried be vulnerable, be empathetic, so you were there once, Oz. You were a believer once, Oz. Yes, I was, but I didn't say this shit to people. And what I'm going to share, what Praise said, I as a Christian, I never, ever even got close to that even crossing my mind as a believer to say to someone that didn't agree with me. So especially here on the good old interwebs, bruh, if you ain't got fucking evidence, shut the fuck up and go choke on your god dick. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Because when we get to the point where we're literally telling people, like, I will kill you, I will shoot you, I wish you would have OD'd, I wish you would die, motherfuckers, say that shit to my face. I promise you won't. I promise you won't say that shit to my face. Look me in the eyes and say that shit with your fucking chest, bitch. I dare you. But you can hide behind your avatars. You can hide behind your keyboard. But I'm right here. I'll give you an address, motherfucker. And like I said, that's not a threat. That's an invitation. I wish you fucking would. Because you won't. You won't do that. You would not look me in the eyes face to face and say it with your chest that you wish I was dead or that you would shoot me or kill me, which we'll get to that clip in a minute. You ain't going to say that shit. Look at me in my eyes, motherfucker. Stop. Stop. And then stop. This is righteous indignation. This is in the Bible. Oh, really? Again, Derek and I disagree here. I think Jesus is 100% fabricated. I think he's a myth. But let's pretend for a second for conversation that Jesus was a person. Did Jesus stroll around like, motherfucker, if I ever see you, I will fucking kill you? If I ever see you, I will shoot you. Motherfucker, I wish you would have OD'd. I wish you would have died. Do we read that in the Gospels, Christians? Is that under your cool little protective net of righteous indignation? Fuck, no, it's not. The fuck, no, it's not. So, I've already been building up to this, and for those that know me, you probably already sense it and see where this was going. But after this shit with Derek, I'm like, fuck you guys. If you want to have a conversation with me about God, in the existence of a God, you better have fucking evidence. And I don't mean Otangelo evidence. God, just bring me the proteins and I'll show you that God is real to the proteins. And I'm not talking about the Calvinist precept bullshit. Well, God's real because the Bible says he's real because God revealed it to me. Fuck you. I'm God. Get the fuck out. Like, I'm done playing with it, man, because it hurts too many people. I feel like we play with this shit too much, and we fucking cater to these assholes too fucking much. We give them too much room. And I just told David McDonald on Twitter earlier regarding Otangelo that why do we continue to give these motherfuckers room and space for their asshole to fall out of their mouth? Why do we give them that space? Shut the fuck up until you can show to me that Jesus is real and that God is real. I don't give a fuck what you got to say, because all that shit is right here. The birthplace of every God that we've ever heard of, been taught, been led to believe is true. Here's the birthplace right here in the human motherfucking mind. So I'm done being nice to the Christians. I'm done being nice to the fucking Muslims. I'm done fucking being nice to whatever it is. And I don't mean the people. I'll treat the people with respect. I'm not going to attack the people, but your belief, your idea, your ideal, your make-believe, your fantasy that you have cooked up in your head, all the cockamania, fuck that shit. That's your asshole falling out of your mouth. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't need to hear that shit. Not no more. I tried. We're as a channel. Next month will be 3 years. I put months and months and months and months and months into trying to be the calm, the peaceful, the new atheist. It don't get you nowhere. It don't fucking get you nowhere. Not on the interwebs. And I want to be clear, because I've said this before. Street epistemology, the Socratic method, like if you actually go, and I have done, and I will continue to go, like downtown Fort Wayne. I will continue to set up a table and go talk to normal human beings on the streets in the city I live in and practice the Socratic method, practice street epistemology, because those are honest fucking conversations. But here on the YouTubes, here on the interwebs, just know I'm not coming in nice anymore. I'm literally coming for all the smoke. Because as soon as you're pinned in a corner, as soon as you're pinned down, you walk like me, you talk like me, you react like me, and that's not necessarily a negative. What I mean by that is, which we'll listen to here in a minute. When I say you walk like me, you talk like me, you act like me, I'm pretty sure the Bible talks about like not letting any perverse words coming out of your mouth. You're to be in this world, but not of it. And again, I'm sorry, Christians, that I know more of the fucking scripture than you do. That's a you problem, not a me problem. But why is it when you get pissed off, you're literally saying, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, more than I do, and I drop the F-bomb like at least 3 times a sentence. But I have never, ever, and you can go check our entire library on YouTube. I have never wished anybody harm. I've never wished that anyone would OD. I've never wished death on anybody. And praise, which we're getting ready to get to here in a minute. I've never physically threatened anyone. And even tonight, whether it's the Edward, whatever the fuck ever, even praise for that matter. Those are not threats. I'm telling you, I will give you my address. That's an invitation. I'm not hunting you down. You're the one that wants to type all the shit on the keyboard, or in Praise's little bitch ass example, he wants to hide behind avatars and shit. It's an invitation. Get out behind your keyboard, out behind that fucking avatar, and come have that grown ass adult fucking conversation one-on-one. I'll give you an address. Roll up, motherfucker. But you won't, because you ain't gonna say that shit to my face. You are not gonna say that shit to my face. I promise you, you're not gonna say that shit to my face.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
And obviously, the Edward Scissorhand, I'm a bitch behind my keyboard guy or person, I don't know if it's a guy, person, isn't going to show up, even though I've tagged him everywhere, or tagged them, sorry, because I don't know, tagged them everywhere, isn't going to show up. But if you do, here's my email. It's tanggang@gmail.com. Holla at your boy. And like I said, it is on the thumbnail or the description. Either show up or shut up, motherfucker. Show up or shut up. And Derek, I love you, homie. And this is where, again, if you're not familiar with Key and Peele, go make yourself familiar. I am the Luther for my very good friends that are much, much smarter than me. I am the anger translator. So I say all the wild shit. Because I don't quite have the reputation or prestige on a scholarship level to uphold than they do. So I can be vulgar and ratchet and talk this shit and back it the fuck up. Now, I was really hoping that motherfucker would show up. I really was. But Derek, I love you, homie, and always got your back. You, Neil, Josh, Kip, Pat, you the homies. Sorry, I'm trying to get my mouse over. And I hope I say this right. I'm terrible with pronouncing names, so I just want to be upfront. Lady Wasser, I think that's how I pronounce that. If not, correct me. I was addicted to pain pills, and because I have good insurance, doctor used to give me endless supply of Oxy. I'll comment on that in a second. Almost OD'd a couple times. That was very personal to me. Yes. And first of all, I appreciate you being vulnerable enough and vocal enough to share that. And I think if Derek were present, he would say it was kind of a similar experience with him, but without having him here and speaking clearly on that. I can say that I have 3 high school, well, they were high school buddies that they're no longer with us. OD, they're gone, and they died years ago. In very similar contexts to that, whether it was chronic illness or I played all-state baseball, so there was 2 of the guys that it was just this constant, whether it was knee injuries, ankle injuries, shoulder injuries. It was just this, if you're one of the top athletes and you need shit to be able to play the next day, even though you're hurt, you get the shit you need to be able to play. And 2 out of the 3, for sure, that's where their addiction started, was just that it was a mill, right? Whatever you need to be able to play the next game, that's what we're going to get you. And the other one started with I think it started with a surgery, if I remember correctly. Started with a surgery, and there was opiates involved. And then once they're out of the hospital and the prescriptions ended, the addiction already obviously had started, and then that turned into heroin abuse. And then, you know, they eventually found him lifeless in his apartment. And, you know, so it is for people to say that kind of shit. That's why I get buck wild, man. That's why I get buck wild, because and now I was an upper guy. I have no problem. I've talked about this before, but for years I had a severe cocaine addiction. I was doing an 8-ball or better a day for years. I'm not talking about a short amount of time. For years, an 8-ball or more a day, and then I would drink a fifth of 151 and like a 12-pack of beer just to get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and then turn around and do that shit all the way fucking over again. So I get it. And that's why, you know, when I see or hear people that I consider to be friends / family have that shit said to them or sent to them or messaged or commented, man, you think I ain't gonna say shit? You got your goddamn motherfucking mind. You got your goddamn motherfucking mind. So, again, Derek, I love you, brother, and I got your back. I know you already know that, because you'll probably listen to this later. I know it's bedtime for Bonzo. And I'm sure you'll listen to this later, but I love you, homie, and I got your back. And fuck that piece of shit. That said, before we go into the praise video, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm still Ozzy, but the atheist asshole is back, motherfuckers. 3 years later. And I have the original logo that I started with, and I'm going to be sprinkling that throughout the interwebs because it's a cool little image. But yeah, I'm done being nice. And I wanted to say that before we play praise, because God damn it, if there's anyone on the YouTubes, on the interwebs, that deserves to just absolutely get shit on as a theist, as a joke, it's praise I am that I'm not, because I'm a bitch. And I have evidence. I got the evidence. And we're gonna play that here in a minute. And yes, we all love Derek's. That again, that's my homie. And we got to hang out a little bit. Was 3 years ago, whatever. During the last Faithless Forum down in Austin. Derek's the dude, man. That's the dude. But yeah, let's get to praise. Let's fucking talk about praise. I am that I'm not, because I'm a bitch. And before we do that, I want to play these two little bits on my soundboard. Now this is not praise, but this is the type of Christianity that praise aligns with. This is from a conversation that Scholar Fiction had with a Christian. This was within the last, I think it was like 2 years, whatever. But this is the level of stupidity of theology and doctrine that we're going to be dealing with.
You would execute a baby if you were commanded to it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. What makes something right or wrong under your moral system?
Whatever God defines as right or wrong.
Okay, so it's right, it's morally correct when God orders people to execute babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just kill it. Fuck, kill them all. Kill them all. So that's kind of stupidity we're getting ready to deal with. So let me get my share screen ready here because this is going to get messy. That was supposed to be pulled up. Here we go. Stop. Stop. Pause. Why aren't you pausing?
Or Homer.
Pause, motherfucker.
Or Homer.
Why aren't you pausing?
Sockafleets.
My bad. I don't use quick times that often. Here we go. Share. Nope, that's not what I picked. I'm a newbie, guys. This is my first time on the block. What's everybody in the chat? Thanks for hanging out. Oh, here we go. And I titled the file, "Praise I'm Shit."
Sockafleets. Or Homer. Sockafleets. Or Homer. Sockafleets. Or Homer.
So, did I tell you who I'm debating next Friday?
He's back there. Oh, no.
Yeah, on his channel.
I'm banned from the Dancing Bear and Sky Liar.
You're not the world's greatest scholar, Josh. Just let you know that. I think you're garbage.
Okay, I see what happened. All right. God damn it. That shit's bullshit. All right, so let me rewind this back. Because I was like, why isn't this stopping? Oh, because it's playing in StreamYard. All right, so we'll rewind back here. This is praise that I am, that I'm not, because I'm a bitch. And he has Jill, Jesus is Lord. And neither the scholars or myself can tell whether he is saying or that Jill is trying to say either Socrates or Sophocles. But Jill's supposed to be one of the bright ones, right up there with old praise that I'm not, because I'm a bitch. So now that we got the tech difficulties out of the way, enjoy. I'll try to let this play through, but it gets pretty hilarious. And just remember, especially when we get about halfway through, remember, unbelievers, skeptics, atheists, agnostics, those that don't even know, you never heard of God before, Jesus loves you. God loves you. And no matter what, you were to turn the other cheek. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Prefer your brother or sister over yourself. Always answer with grace and humility, not in wrath, not in anger. Don't be quick to anger. Be slow to anger. Be very quick to grace and patience and mercy. Amen.
Sockafleets or Homer. Sockafleets or Homer. Sockafleets. Or Homer.
So, did I tell you who I'm debating next Friday?
The Dancing Bear. Oh, no.
Yeah, on his channel.
I'm banned from the Dancing Bear and Sky Liar.
You're not the world's greatest scholar, Josh. Just to let you know that. I think you're garbage. I think you're worthless. Your credentials. There's nothing genuine about you, Josh, and especially Skylar. I think he's a complete.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I get this shit absolutely knocked down correct. Oh, I forgot about that comment. Un momento. Here, have a drink. On me. On me.
Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
Yeah. This dude's a fucking waste of space. What? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Sorry, I'm waiting for this site to... hold on. Google's fucking with me. Okay. We're talking about Dr. Joshua Bowen. That, we'll get to this in a minute. Praise I am that I'm not, because I'm a bitch, just said, you're meaningless, Josh. You don't mean nothing. Because he's got that whiny-ass little bitch voice. Right? But hold on. I hate dead air, but this builds. You hear all that? Praise, you fucking dipshit. And I think I'm missing one or two. Fucking dumbass, fucking piece of shit. You're a fraud, Dr. Josh. You're a fraud. You actually know how to read Hebrew, Dr. Josh. You actually know how to read Hebrew, Dr. Josh. You don't just open your streams like I do, just going, thus saith the Lord, Josh. Stupid dumbass. So Dr. Joshua Bowen graduated from Johns Hopkins University in 2017 with what, do you ask? A PhD in Assyriology. He wrote his dissertation on the lamentational liturgies of the city of Cuss and specializes in Sumerian language. Now, those credentials are being challenged by a motherfucker that hides behind an avatar on YouTube called I Am Praise That I Am That I'm Not because I'm a bitch and has no credentials. But let's just start at the top here. We have learning to pray in a dead language by ancient Sumerian, by the way. Hold on. Let's make sure we do this proper. By Dr. Joshua Bowen. Then we have this nifty little feller. Learn to read ancient Sumerian. An introduction for complete beginners, which I did with Dr. Josh. Dr. Josh and his beautiful partner, Megan Lewis. Oh my God. You don't fucking say. Then the real reason Praise hates Dr. Joshua Bowen. Dun, dun, dun. And volume 2 is getting ready to hit bookshelves very, very soon. Did the Old Testament endorse slavery? By who is that? What's that say, Jena? Dr. Joshua motherfucking Bowen.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
Oh, and let's not forget. And you can find these on Amazon, folks, if you haven't bought them already. What's this? Praise I am that I'm not because I'm a bitch. The Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament, Volume 1 by... Oh, it's the same name. The guy that has a doctorate in a serial... No fucking way. Dr. Joshua fucking Bowen. Are you serious? But hold on. There's more. There's more. Can you believe there's more?
What makes something right or wrong under your moral system?
Whatever God defines as right or wrong.
Okay, so it's right, it's morally correct when God orders people to execute babies.
Yeah.
Damn it. Then there's the Atheist Handbook to the Old Testament, Volume 2. Volume 2 by Dr. Joshua Bowen. Holy fucking shit. What's up, really? Yeah, those are just random sounds on my soundboard. We're getting back into praise that I am, that I'm not, because I'm a bitch. We're gonna get back into that. But just so we're clear, praise, you little fuck stick. Try to, oh, Josh, your credentials be none to me. Your only credentials, bro, is you have a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel where you have done and said the most stupid shit that you can possibly say as a Christian. So what I'm going to need you to do, now that your asshole has fallen out of your mouth, is to now pick said asshole up and put it back down and put your asshole back in the right spot. That way you can then let your asshole fall out of your mouth once again, because we know as stupid is, stupid does.
A douchebag. Yo, Josh, speak that Hebrew, sucker. Yeah, I think you need to change your way of thinking there, and yeah, go ahead, Skylar. Yo, Josh, break it down. Yo, Josh, break that Hebrew down. Doesn't matter if you see a gosh damn paraphysitic construction, Josh.
Here's just for the record in the chat. I don't give a fuck what praise says. He could do a 4, because he's notorious for these 9-hour streams, because he obviously has nothing else to do with his life other than to just jack off to people talking about the Bible and God and arguing for 8 and 9 hours at a time. So I don't give a fuck what he says or doesn't say. Really don't give a shit. He's been known, I think, 2 times in the past to review my videos, review our videos, why we're streaming them. He's that thirsty. He's that thirsty. So I don't give a fuck. He can suck my big old atheist dick. I give 0 fucks about praise. But I love the projection. I love the projection there with Dr. Josh. Oh, read us the Hebrew. Read us the Hebrew, Dr. Josh. Motherfucker, do you know how many times, not by Dr. Josh, by other people that actually know how to read, they understand Hebrew, have called you out on your opening prayers when and for the record, I'm being 100% sarcastic and intentionally problematic when I say this, but you open your streams with Assalamu alaikum, hola, See, senor? Like, you just mix all this shit up and you just say shit, and everybody's like, do you even know what the fuck you're saying? Praise? But no, they don't, and they don't even question you. Why? Because you have to be stupid. You have to be dumb as a box of fucking rocks to actually believe that praise is actually serious or that he's actually a Christian. You have to be dumb as a box of goddamned rocks. Because this dude's a moron. And Megan, I'm glad I'm glad I can hear to I'm glad I can be here to serve. Ninny Hammer, I don't know who you are. Welcome. So I made an out of it. I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe give it a little more background or rephrase. Not really sure.
Soccer, please. Or Homer.
Doesn't matter if you see a gosh damn paraphysitic construction, Josh. Doesn't mean it's gosh damn means that every time.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect from bums? You're a fucking bum, Jay. Fuck you.
Okay, this is. Oh, okay. All right, thanks, Ox, for clarifying. So this is when we're going to see. Sorry, this is when we're going to hear, because you don't actually get to see. Why? Because praise hides behind avatars because he's a little bitch. He's a little bitch. Keyboard, I call them keyboard warriors or avatar warriors. That's why I've always put my face on screen. I'm going to say what the fuck I say. And yes, I'm going to say it with my chest, and I'll look you in the goddamn eyes and tell you exactly how the fuck I feel. And I'll tell you, I think you're a fucking dumbass. So before we get to this shit, because this is the other shit that I'm going to go ham on, because remember, guys, this is a Christian speaking. This part, this is a Christian speaking, what we're getting ready to listen to. But before we do, y'all know, Dr. Josh, first of all, I respect the fucking hell out of the scholarship and the work and all of that. But more than that, I respect his process in deconstructing and deconverting. That is not easy. He was a pastor. That shit's not easy. It's not simple. So praise, again, go suck my big old fucking fat atheist dick and fuck off, bro. You're an idiot. You're literally an idiot. You are the bottom of the barrel. And at this point, yes, I'm like I said earlier, I'm readopting the atheist asshole. What would I say, babe? The how would the Christians say it? The essence. the essence of the atheist asshole. And I'm done being nice, and I'm done doing the kid gloves and let's all play along to get along. No, fuck you. Especially when you hear this part. Fuck you. But it's, similar to what I said with all the bullshit that Edward whatever had to say. I'll say the same thing now, but even more so because Josh and I are like, that's my homie, that's my best friend. You definitely don't go barking up that tree and me keep my mouth shut. Yeah, like Derek's my dude. But Josh, that's like that's my best. That's my homie. Now we're gonna get into it, right? So, Praise, quit being a bitch. Quit deflecting, and just tap out, bro. Just tap out. Know when you're in over your head. Know when you are literally the one sitting at the table that knows the least. And shut the fuck up. It's a better look. Because what you just did is a bad look. It's a bad look, bro. You made yourself, even though you're already an idiot, you're already dumb as a box of rocks, you just made it worse. Let's have a drink, and then we'll get into the crazy shit, because this is the shit where I'm saying, I'll give you an address. Like, come say this shit to my face.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
All right, we're about to listen to Praise That I Am That I'm Not, because I'm a bitch that hides behind an avatar. Tell somebody he wants to kill them, and if he sees them in real life, he will kill them.
And fuck this other fucking Nikolai guy, too. You know what? If I was an atheist, I'd fucking put a gun in your fucking throat and blow your brains out.
Praise, come on.
You. Fuck Jay, too. Fuck you, Jay. And if I ever fucking see you, I swear to God, I will fucking kill you. Yeah, eat shit and die, you
Can you feel the love tonight? Jesus made a way when there was no way. Jesus made a way when there was amazing grace. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, no. My bad, Praise. God damn it. Praise, I forgot. It's really easy to hide behind a keyboard and an avatar and threaten people and shit, right? Bitch, you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit. Because I already know, and I won't throw names out there, but I already know 2 people that after you've done these dumbass fucking streams, that they've personally like called you or messaged you and asked for a phone call and then held you accountable for the shit you said, and you crumble. You crumble. Why? Use a hoe. Use a hoe. Use a hoe. I said that use a hoe. And what I mean by hoe, you're a bitch, dude. You're a keyboard warrior bitch. Prove me wrong. Hit me up. I'll give you an addy. You get that addy. I guarantee you can do that shit.
fucking lose those fucking cocksuckers. You know what? That's just righteous indignation. See, even
He just literally said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I'll kill you, you can die, fuck you, cocksuckers, fuck you, you can die, if I see you, I'll kill you, fuck you, you can die. This is righteous indignation. This is righteous indignation. And that's why I say you Christians here on the YouTubes, on the interwebs, you're a motherfucking joke. You're a joke. You're a joke. Why? Because I said earlier, there's many times that you walk like me, you talk like me, you act like me. But then for those that you claim to have this moral high ground, you claim to be better than me because you have a grounding for your fucking morality. But you're the one threatening to kill people? You're the ones wanting people to OD and die? I've never done that. You're the piece of shit, idiot. You're the one that needs to go and reread your Bible, dumbass. Get the fuck out of here. Let it roll. It's almost over.
Christians are allowed to do that. So, eat it.
Soccer, please.
Christians are allowed to do that. Eat it. So I'm not really, you know what? Let's do this. Because, I love to use this. I don't know if you guys know, but I received a doctorate a couple months ago. And one of the greatest tools that I was given is this thing. It's called google.com. Oh, yep. And it's really easy to just look shit up. So, scriptures about righteous indignation. And I'm pretty sure that the verses are going to line up. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't want Brainiac quotes. I want scripture. Is that not amazing? I Google. Oh, nope. Sorry. I got spell checked, so let me correct it. There we go. All right, now let's scroll. What does the Bible say about righteous indignation? Oh, man, the first one's good, praise. You fucking idiot. You fucking fuckstick. Fucking moron. Ephesians 4:26. Be angry and do not sin. You sinned. You sinned. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. Pretty sure you sinned there too. James 1:20. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Praise. Romans 12:19. Beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, says the Lord. So that's your Bible telling you, praise, to shut the fuck up. And that might be one of the few times I agree with the Bible. Shut the fuck up. Oh, man. Mark 3:5. And he looked around at them with anger, grieved at their hardness of heart, and said to the man, stretch out your hand. He stretched it out, and his hand was restored. The reason I share that one is to draw a parallel to the, turn the cheek. You shouldn't be attacked. You should be, no, stretch out your hand. I want to show you love. I want to show you can be restored, because that's the Great Commission, right? is to make disciples of all nations. You can't make disciples of all nations by telling people, fuck you, fuck off, you're a fucking idiot, you're a fucking moron, I want to kill you when I see you, you should die, you piece of shit. Ephesians 4:26-27, be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down in your anger and give no opportunity to the devil. But you did that. You did that, praise. Proverbs 29:11. Proverbs, the book of wisdom, Jena. The book of wisdom in the Bible. A fool. A fool, praise, I am that I'm not because I'm a bitch. A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. You're not a Christian, bro. You're not a Christian. Ephesians 4:31, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you, along with all of your malice. Do I need to keep going? Do I need to keep going? I mean, there's more. There's actually many more. I think I can stop there. I think we got the point. I think we've demonstrated praise is a bitch. And he should change his YouTube channel name to Praise I Am That I'm Not because I'm a little bitch. And there's plenty of Bible verses that back up the reason that I think he's a bitch and he's not actually a Christian, because Christians don't act like that. They don't talk like that. When I was a Christian, I never treated anybody like that. I never talked to anybody like that, ever, when I was a Christian. Ever. Fucking ever. 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 So, yeah, thanks. We got I think one more minute.
Paraphysitic
Soccer fleets.
paraphysitic
Soccer fleets. Or Homer.
And we still don't know what the fuck either of them dumbasses were trying to say. Because Jill's right up there. He's not quite on Praise's level, in my opinion. But Jill's right up there. He's right up there as far as dumbassery and ignorance. And he's kind of on that Kanye West tip where it's like, I am a black man that is a white supremacist, which blows my goddamn motherfucking mind. But real quick, before we wrap up, I meant to have this up earlier, but I got involved. I got involved in the stream, and I forgot to upload the logo. I'm gonna show the old logo that I started with, and I am 100% reintroducing the atheist asshole, and I'm running with it. Why? Because I don't give a fuck. And here, maybe I can play a song. Yeah, listen to a song. Oh, that's loud. Listen to a song while I load this up.
Relentless sickness, can this business win this bitch? Check the litmus. I often ask, who let the pit bull off the leash? I mean, I've been seen hunting, killing, eating competition. Yeah.
Like Bon Appetit.
And if think you can hack it, here's a mic, man, you can have it. I only needed one mic to stir up all this havoc. I'm a renegade, kinda like B-Rabbit. Oh no! Try to sleep deep on your board. Let us street eat, seek, and destroy. Steep and enjoy. See me, I employ. Taking off heads, motherfucker. Yeah, call me Troy. Palamala, fuck your drama. This my saga. Fuck your Jesus. Fuck your Allah. All at the same time. Try tomorrow. Oh. And why we're at it, automatic at it. You stab
almost loaded. Almost loaded.
This shit. Fucking had at it.
What the actual fuck? All right, I think what I have to do is pull it up this way. I'm almost there. I think I'm gonna have to share the screen because we're still figuring out our streaming shit here. So
you just went in and they started. All you did was just a search. You thought all of this would hurt.
there it is.
But you're crazy. You just went and made things dirty. No. All you did was just desert me. No. You thought all of this would hurt me. No. You just went and made things dirty. No. All you did was just desert me. No. You thought all of this would hurt me. No.
Oh, Jesus fucking
all
Christ.
These changes. But I'm the one changing. Who, when, the what? Are you actually replacing? Now it's amazing. See me behaving. Paving the way for the bye-bye waving. Yeah. Who we fooling? My schedule's ruling. Fueling the ruling. But hey. Thanks for the time, thanks for the lessons learned, now burned in my mind. Now I'm inclined to outline and remind. You design, sign, you resign. So when you're out there telling my story,
all right, so
then make sure I co-sign.
Holy shit, that was a process. Way more than it should have been.
You thought all of
Well, thanks for all 13 of you that hung out with me through that. So the only way I could share it is via my avatar. So I'll do that. And then bring my face back on here because I'm not going to be that little bitch. Hell yeah, bro. I got you. Fuck this little fuck stick. And for the record, I tagged this motherfucker everywhere and was willing to give him a link to come on and defend his bullshit. But here I am, all by myself. Oh, man. Oh, what's up, Shane? The skeptic's in the building. He who lacketh the evidence shall surely shut the fuck up. Hold on. That deserves a proper. He who lacketh thy evidence shall surely shut the fuck up.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Yeah. What's up, Shane? And love you, Derek. As always, got your back, homie. Got your back. Fuck that dude. So here I'll show you the avatar real quick because I don't hide behind an avatar like praise that I'm not, because I'm a bitch, or this other Edward Scissorhand keyboard warrior bitch. I don't do that, but here it is. Get this on with the load. Oh yeah, with the blunt in the mouth. I don't even smoke no more, but the blunt in the mouth, the atheist asshole. That was my first like logo / avatar shit back in the dizzy. Back in the dizzy, the atheist asshole. That was my first intro on the YouTubes, on the TikToks, on the yeah. That's the OG shit right there. And when we were trying to do the Socratic thing, the SC thing, Mike was like, "Yeah, maybe your screen name shouldn't be the atheist asshole." And I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right." But now at this juncture, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I give 0 fucks. You theist, until you have evidence and you want to come at myself or those that I care about, those that I love, you want to tell them that you wish they died, they OD, or that you're going to kill them or shoot them, motherfucker, like I said, I'll give you an address. Roll up, bitch. I ain't giving no fucks. I ain't giving no fucks. I ain't giving no fuck. Anyway. Fuck your mama and your pappy. So I am fairly certain, because Praise is a fucking idiot. So I'll close with this. Praise is a fucking idiot. He has as much intelligence as a box of crayons that my elementary and younger children draw pictures with on a daily basis. That's the level of intelligence that this individual has. He will, either tonight or within the next several days, he will restream this and do his best attempt to flex and deflect and project and, "Ooh, I'm praising I'm funny. Ooh, I'm praising I'm funny. Ooh, I'm praising I'm funny." And that's righteous indignation. And the Bible allows it, bitch. Fuck off. Why? Because the Bible tells me so. The Bible tells me so. The Bible tells me so. Oh, fucking Olive and the other one on it. Look, all three of them, I've already talked to all three of them multiple times. All three of them can suck my huge atheist fucking dick. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because I've been on Praise's channel multiple times, only like once, like recently, but multiple times. And Praise actually never, Praise never interacts with me. He always dips. I do not have one time that I can remember that Praise actually stays on and has a conversation with me. He dips out like a little bitch every fucking time. And I've been on there more than once or twice. And he dips out like a little bitch every fucking time. I'm not worried about Praise. Praise is a bitch. That's all in that. How you say it, babe? That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Yeah, because is it Sparrow like praises sister or something? Oh, I remember when Heathen Queen and I went in there and fucking wrecked their shit. That was like some old, like some legit. Hold on. That was some legit, like this shit. What a rush! We went in there like some old school Legion of Doom. Like, fuck y'all motherfuckers. That shit was dope. Oh, what's up? Dr. Kill's in the house. Yes, Praise is a clown. Hey, Praise, and it's on the thumbnail, but you a clown. Your mama must have met your daddy at the circus. Your mama must have met your daddy at the circus. Because you's a clown, bitch. This is too much fun. It's too much fun. It's amazing when you stop giving a fuck. It's amazing when you stop giving a fuck. Like, I don't give a shit what these Christians have to say or think anymore. Because why? You believe in make believe. Eat a dick. Eat a big old fucking atheist dick. I don't give a fuck. That's my righteous indignation. That's my righteous indignation. Is you believe in fantasies and make believe, so I get to feel this way. I get to think this way. Fuck off. And I don't need a fantasy book to tell me that shit. So, I think that's it. But just remember, Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time over on the old UDC, the Ultimate Debate Championship. We have a debate coming up, and it's going to be bad fucking ass. It's another atheist versus atheist debate. So be in line. Be ready. Be ready. And we're still figuring out what we're going to do, or which streaming software we're going to do it on. So either tonight or tomorrow, the actual link and stream, everything will be created. But it's going to be badass. Be there for that. Other than that, I'm probably going to DJ here in a minute because I have a project that I started working on, which is something totally different than what I normally do. So if you want to hang out, you're more than welcome. Anything else, babe, that I'm forgetting? Me neither. Huh? Oh, that's right. What was that number? So, even though obviously everybody's hanging out, we got 14, 15, 12, 14. It keeps bouncing back and forth. For the first time ever, one of my songs was premiered on a online or like an XM radio station this evening on a independent hip hop show. And Jena's getting the number. If you have a moment, and you can only text it one time, but just text "Oh No" or "Oh No" by Oz, however you want to do it. But if I win, my shit gets put on repeat on their channel, at least for the next week, if not beyond. So the reason we started a little late is because I know the guy that's the DJ for said radio station, and he saved mine for the finale, which I appreciate. That was badass. But if you have a moment, yeah, just text that little number 419-318 9202, and you can just put "oh no" and he'll know. Oh no, and he'll know. Oh no, and he'll know. And that's if you live in the good old United States of America. Oh, is Sparrow? See, Kip. I don't know. Is Sparrow his sister? Is Olive his sister? Are either of them his sister? Or does he have concubines? Does Praise have concubines? We don't know. We don't know why. Because they all hide behind fucking goddamn avatars, and they don't talk about fucking real life shit. They just Dr. Josh is an idiot. Dr. Kip is an idiot. Skylar Fiction's a douche. Oz is a bobblehead. Fuck off, dude. You're a dumbass. Well, for everyone that hung out tonight, thank you, because we covered a lot of shit. We definitely dealt with the shit with Derek, and that motherfucker can fuck all the way off. All the way off. All the way off. And actually, Praise, you can fuck all the way off as well, too, dude. And I hope, I do hope that you restream this. I do. I want like screenshots, and I want hot takes, because I know your dumbass will say some dumbass shit. So please fucking do. Restream it. I hope you do. Yeah, I'll be DJing in a minute for those that just want to jam out and have some fun on a late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. We'll do the damn thing, but love y'all. Thanks as always for all the support, all the love, and yeah, all day, every day, Tang Gang motherfuckers.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand? You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
I am the prodigy, probably. An oddity, commodity to fuck up your psychology. I honestly, possibly, constantly body these fucking wannabes. I am the novelty, fulfillment of the prophecy. I am apostasy's atrocity, demonstrably an anomaly. Just check the verbosity of my anthology. What you want, I do this shit unconsciously. I told you after Devil's Night, I'm coming down swinging, hit them with that boom, and keep their heads ringing. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom, I told you what I do. But you sleep, I told you what I do. What if I just switch the flow, let the pieces fall, call it domino. I kill in force, Idaho, you the hoe. I know you know how to ride this boat, rodeo. Like fuck with you a little, ripple, cripple. But I give you this pickle. What am I trying to say? If A can beat me, then we can see. And after that, yeah, you can get the D. I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom. I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom. I told you what I do. I told you what I do. Boom. I told you what I do. But you sleep, I told you what I do.
Say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.